God, it looks like a fucking bomb's gone off on here, doesn't it? Well, we're in the middle of a jiggery pokery. What's the bottle opener? Bollocks. Alexa, volume 2. So, the plan with this is... Not that. Or that. I've lost the bottle opener. That. Yeah, cleared up day today. We're having a big shuffle. Because with doing more motorbikes, I was sort of thinking that I could get a bike in here. Once we've got rid of all the crap down there. And that'll give me a bike working space here. You know, here maybe. I can still get to the pumps. So yeah, I think it's going to work out alright. I haven't quite discussed this with the missus yet. But yeah, it's just, I just want to do something different here. It's just time to do something different, I think. So, I've got a few projects coming. One bike to do with a gentleman's agreement, which will be good. I think that is in the garage as we speak. I've got another one we're collecting tomorrow, which again will be good for the channel. I'm up at Barnstormers, not next week, the week after. So there's some Barnstormers content coming, which is quite good. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on, if I'm honest. We're quite busy. But tonight is very much try and get reorganised. I don't want to bring too much in here, because we've got the printers and I tend to try and work in here sometimes. Yeah, so I don't want to bring too much in here, but I just want to get it so it's it was all right. So we had the bar here, but it's just in the way. You know what I mean? You want everything pushed to the side so you've got volume of space. I think what we'll do, we'll put another workbench here, maybe. Or maybe what we'll do is we'll just continue the workbench down there. Maybe we'll lose the dartboard though. It's 6 and 2 3s on what to do in here, because it's such a. It's not an awkward space, but it's a space where it's like quite. I don't know. It's quite difficult to orchestrate. That's decent, that. But yeah, I don't want to like, what's the word? Ooh, it's gone mouldy. Ooh. I just want to try and utilise the space. Hello mate, whereabouts are you from? Yeah, definitely mate. UK mate, Scotland to be precise. Obviously I'm not Scottish, but yeah, we're just having it's just a fucking bomb site in here. Because I've moved so much stuff out, I'm just trying to work out what I need to build in here, and what sort of storage I'm going to need. Because obviously we had the bar in here, and it was the old captain. It's still the captain's quarters, but I want to use the space more productively, because it's a good sized space, but it wasn't utilised properly. You know what I mean? We had the bar like across here, and I built that, and I put the TV there. So to move it all around is just going to be a pain in the backside. Like, I'm actually wondering if I take all that down, I take all that off there, move all that stuff from under there, I can move that down to there. Hey, that might be something that might work, that. If we move that down to the other side of the shed, then that'll give us, ooh, because I don't think that'd take much to do. So you just unclip. So what I'm thinking is, take that down, move that out the way, then how that's built, that should, in theory, just move. Rotate it to there, clog it in that corner. And what you can do is you can build, so that'll go, that's, what size is that? I think that's 3 metres to there. No, it's 2 metres, isn't it? Because the shed's only so far. That'd move it to that corner there. Then I could extend the work surface from there all the way around. Fucking, that might be a shout. That might actually be a shout. So if we move that round to there, that'll give us way more room. And so we could like horseshoe it, couldn't we? And that way we've still got this room to put a bike and work on a bike. Well, maybe not right here, but maybe there in front of the workbench. And that way, I think we're onto something here. Yeah, mate, it's 8 AM, Jesus. Yeah, I'm just trying to... So I had a bar in here, right? And it was really good. Spot on, right? It was... My missus got me it. Absolutely magic it was. But I've outgrown it. So, like, I had my beer pumps on it. It was great, but the space is just better. So I think that's going to work, that. Because how that's built, that should be as simple as just lift and shift it. Once it unscrews... I just unscrew it. Fuck out of rabbit, isn't it? Because that is just screwed, that's just screwed on to the supporting beam. So if I take that out, I should be able to move that down to here, and I can horseshoe all the way around with the workbench. That is a plan. That is a shout, that. Shout, that is a shout. Then that'll give me all this space. And do you know what? I probably wouldn't put a workbench there because I can bring the bike in there. My God, yikes, light shines on yonder head. We've sussed it. So if we move that down to here, we can then put a bike stand there. And then we've still got workbench all across to there. I think we have a plan. Because then the fridge and the beer pumps are still there. No dramas. We can get some shelving units for behind there to put the bottles on. And I've still got all my workspace. I've still got... Most importantly, I can still see the TV when the rugby's on. I think that's a shout. I actually think we've come up with a decent plan. That could work. Just orchestration. I just need to be able to get... Because it's only screwed on with 2x4. So the 2x4s are attached to the main beams. So if I take them off the main beams, that should just shuffle. Did that L shit? That's just leg there, that's a leg. That should just lift. No, mate, I am not German. Chads, how's it going, mate? Ich kann nicht speaking. Nick sprechen Sie Deutsch. But yeah, no, that is a shout. That's going to work. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to collect an absolute classic of a bike. So that'll be good. That'll be decent on the channel. So we'll get rid of this 125 shite that we've got at the moment. They're both, one of them's up for sale. Second one's going up for sale as soon as I get the panels on MOT it. And then we've got 2 new ones to show you. One of them's a monster. Absolute monster it is, and it's a cracking bike. It's just gonna, I'm English, mate. It's gonna take some work. Like, it's gonna take, like, I've not gone through it properly on a video yet, but I just had a quick brief look over it today. For some reason, they've got the, so it's a 4-pot engine. Inline 4, I think it's called. But it's not got any spark plugs in. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, it was an interesting... you know, when you're taking it apart and you're thinking, what's going on with this? Why is this like this? And, yeah. Yeah, it was a strange one. I don't want to spoil it because obviously when I do a video on it, I want to be sure what it is. But it was a weird one. But yeah, I've got collecting a bike tomorrow, which will be good. Like I say, one of the 125s up for sale, that RKR, 'cause it's crap. Try to get parts for it. It's like rocket or shit. You can't. I don't. Why they released the Kiwi RKR? I have no idea. Like, it's on eBay now, and like hopefully it sells. Like, I started it at 99p, and I've still got the bids on it, but I wouldn't just change it, so I might get some over the weekend. But yeah, and then we've got my Gixxus, which needs a service, so that'll be something for the channel. What else? What else are we doing? What else are we doing? Mine, I think it'd be a Hayabusa. It'd be a Hayabusa, but I'm going to get myself one. Like, I want a Hayabusa, I think. Like, so at the moment, I've got a Gixxus, which is running. I've got one, which is, I can't name because I've not done the video on it yet. I've got one, which I'm collecting tomorrow, which is a Yamaha, but it's an older one. I have got my eye on a 750. Bit of a classic. But I also fancy doing something like a Phaser or a Bandit or something. Me an Essex reflex antenna to get into cars. Can you make me Essex reflex antenna to get into cars? No. No idea what you're about. No idea. That's a bottle opener, mate, and it came with the fridge. No idea what you're about. But yeah, so we've got quite a. So I'm looking at either doing like a Bandit, a Phaser. Goldwings are decent. Big units though, too big for me. Bandit, Phaser. GPX. Is it so it's ever a GPX 650, but it's like it's like a proper barn find GPX, like a proper barn find GPX. That'd be quite good. I've also got my eye on an FZ. No, the hair's staying, mate. I know Killer Bee, there's not a fucking lot there, but I'm fighting it, mate. I'm not ready to let it go yet. But so yeah, so I reckon GPX 750 I can get hold of. I think it's a 750. FZR 750. There's I know I can get one. Or a Phaser or a Bandit or something. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. Like I said, I've just bought one, buying one tomorrow. But I need those two, so I need the YBR and to finish that. That'll be in the video coming up. We'll get that gone. The RKR's up, but I can swap that for one of the ones I've just mentioned. So we'll get rid of the 125 stuff. Like I said, I've got a S-Rad original, so she's a good one. Like she's a good one. Yellow, mate, yellow. Love a yellow bike. It's more the fact that if you've got a yellow bike, you stand less chance of getting knocked off because people can't say they can't see you because you're fucking bright yellow. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll do. I've got loads of ideas for videos. Loads of ideas. So yeah, that'll be decent, I think. Not fully restore it. I get it to a running state. The one I've just bought will be fully restored because it's a shame not to, because it's such a iconic bike. I've always done like this. So I've always fixed cars, bought cars, sold cars. And I've always done it, but I didn't do it on the channel. I started doing it, then I went into beer reviewing. And beer reviewing's great, like don't get me wrong, but I've always done this on the side. I've always done it. So I'm like, well, why am I not making videos on it? Because I enjoy making videos. I enjoy doing stuff. And because the way reviewing beer, so I can review so I can review a perfect draft keg, right? And I'll get 500, 600 views. Not great. I'll review a can of whatever and I might get 20. So it's 6 and 2 threes for me, I think. But if you're all in the chat, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Drop us a comment in the chat and potentially subscribe. That really, it really helps. We're at 2,000 subscribers now. I want to try and get to 3,000 by the end of the year. I think the channel's doing all right, but I'm losing subscribers because I've changed the content, which is fair enough. I've always been, last year I've been beer reviewing, but I've always played with cars and bikes on the side, so it was just a natural thing. I'm like, why am I not bringing it to the channel? So beer, bikes and boost, because I will do cars as well. Sort of makes sense. I'm not going to stop reviewing beers, but it'll only be when Perfect Draft released a keg I'm interested. Like, I keep toying with buying the San Miguel, but then I've had such a drama with the kegs. I'm just like, but yeah, I think that once we get the shed sorted, and I can get a bike in here to work on in here, and the weather's going to get better in here, but the next one I've got to work on is a 1200, and it's massive. It is a big, heavy unit. Like, I went to collect it on Monday, and the guy I bought it off, he's like, it's all right, me and my missus will just lift it into your van. I'm like, nah. So I went and I had to wait for a ramp to come. I was like, mate, I'm not lifting that. Like, trying, it's heavy as fuck. Like, the back end's all right, but fuck me. She's a heavy old girl. So yeah, that's probably giving it away. If you know about bikes, then you'll probably know what it is, but please don't spoil it. But yeah, I think we'll get that one's coming to the channel. Hopefully I can get down and get the rest of the video. So I've started making a video this week. Yeah, so thank you so much. So I've made half the video. I need to go down and do the walk around video, the part of the video, and then obviously the reveal, you'll see that. Tomorrow is a video I'll do so the next video will be on the IBR because that's made ready. One will get done tomorrow, so I'll have 3 ready to go. But I need to, and the problem with the one I've just bought is it needs to be viable to restore. So like I say, it's turned up, it's got I've no radiator, alarm bells, no exhaust, alarm bells. Boo! What's happening, big lad? So yeah, it's got no radiator, no exhaust, no manifold. So I've ordered the manifold, I've ordered the radiator. I've not ordered the NCAN yet. So that should be next week. Rate My Bikes, how's it going, Paul? You alright? How are you? You okay? No, mate, no, I'm not, no. It's not math. I don't get American football. Don't understand it. Don't get it. If it's rugby, I'm all over it, but no, I don't get it. But yeah, so I was down there. I'm just messing with the bike today, and I was like, oh, let's just take this side panel off. I'll put it back on now, but I was like, let's take the side panel off. So I took the side panel off, and I was like, oh, nice. I've just poured. I've put the fucking bottle away, and I've lost it. Yeah, can't remember what I poured, but I poured something. It was one of the Lidl did that German American football, just like ping pong, but different. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. But yeah, so I've lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Right, yeah. So went down to look at it. Well, I had to go and put something in the storage unit. So I went down where the bike is. I thought, well, I'm just gonna have a quick look. So I thought, well, I'll just get the side fairing off, just have a look. So I took the fairing off, and I was like, why is that there? When you start looking, the more you look, the more you find. I was like, I just need to walk away from this. So I messaged the guy and got it off, and I was like, what's going on with this? And he's like, ping pong, more ping, and less pong. There's definitely a lot of ping when the guys go ding, 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 ding off each other. So yeah, this the new bike could be interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So there's that. There's the one I'm getting tomorrow, which will be decent. That should be a straightforward get it running, clean it, MOT it, move it on. So that should be good. Should be quite easy, that one, to be fair. I'm hoping anyway. Yeah, so that's what's coming really. Then after I've got them two sorted, so like I've got a long-term project. I've got the next one coming for the channel, which should be good. But after that, it's more down to how we get on with it. If it's a viable, viable to keep doing it. There's only so much money my missus let me throw at this stuff. All right, Cheds, thanks, mate. Pretty much. I wonder what the when's it? The Super, it's the Super Bowl tonight, isn't it? Or is it Sunday? No, it's Sunday, isn't it? It's usually I don't know. It's usually a Sunday anyway. I don't know what's it. Excuse me. But yeah, there's quite a bit going on. Quite a bit going on. I don't run a 3D printing factory. I happen to have 3D printers, but I don't run a factory. I don't run a factory. I've got three. I've got 2 bamboos and the Sovo. The Sovo's down there. I'm going to put it up. So it's Sunday, is it, Boo? Mate, honestly, Boo, I have no idea about American football. Like, it's like, it's fucking. That's Black Man's Magic, mate. Black Man's Magic. Like, honestly, I haven't got a frigging clue. But I'll tell you what, it's a bit nippy in here. Is it? 99p? It's not bad. Boo, mate, I'm old. I'll be in bed, mate, at frigging 11 o'clock. I am here. I'm just putting a heater on. It's chuffing cold now. It's one of these heaters I had when I had my garage. It's in the garage for me. Could be crusty. But yeah, so like I say, we've got some decent bikes coming to the channel. We've got, I bought the cheapest shittest car I could find. I'm going to see if we can flip it to make a profit. So that'd be quite funny. So that'd be quite funny. So we'll do that. It is some, Lidl did that, is that even fucking working? Lidl did that, dog shit this. Lidl did that, that's gonna fall. Lidl did that, I keep saying it, don't I? So they did that beer, that Fest beers, didn't they? And I've just found the sneaky one at the back of the fridge, so I'm just having that now. Do you recommend Bambu P1S? If it's your first printer, I would, because I know Elegoo have just released one. I know Prusa have done a Core XY one. It depends what you want. Like, I like my P1S. It's decent. It's cantankerous, but it's decent. I would definitely recommend. It's good. It is good. It is. I think if you're gonna start, get P1S with the AMS is quite expensive. If you're in the market for a first printer, just go for something like the P1. Not even the P1, the A1. For the price of you're gonna pay, so like the P1S on its own enclosed is like. It's like 600 quid, and then you've got to buy the AMS on top of that. But if you've got, it depends what you're going to print. If you're just going to print PLA, get an A1. Why spend all that extra money when you don't need to? Just get the A1, because the A1's decent. The A1's just as fast as P1S, but it's a bed slinger, so you just need more space. But if you're going to print like ABS, PETG and all that sort of stuff, then I'd recommend going for an enclosure one. But I don't. Like, I only print PLA, really. I just got the P1S because I thought it was cool. I've got the Sovo because I just wanted a big build wire. I've used it about 3 times. It's just sat there. So it might get, now I'm moving the shed around, it might get a bit more use, but I don't know. I want to get into like laser engraving. That'd be quite cool. yeah, and I also want to try and like I say, I do loads of. I've always done bikes and cars on the side. I've always done it, and I think that'd be quite good if I could print some stuff for the bikes and the cars. Maybe I think it'd be quite decent. This heat is shite. The capital S for shite. So I've just I've just moved the bar out of the shed. Right, I haven't got the bar anymore. I've still got the bar, but I haven't got it in the shed. And I've just moved it, and I've just ditched 3 carrier bags full of shite. Sorry, 3 bin bags full of just shite I'm never going to use. And I've ended up with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 30 bottles of stuff I'm never ever going to drink. I mean, Rudy, how's it going, mate? How are you? How's it doing, mate? Fucking freezing here tonight. I'm actually thinking about potentially insulating this as well. Because you could put the insulation into there, couldn't you? And it'd be alright. But I like the... I don't know. I don't want to have to like insulate and then board the inside. It's just pain in the ass. Pain in the ass. But yeah, I think I've got quite a lot coming to the channel. I'm doing quite a lot with other stuff. Oh dear. But yeah, there's quite a lot coming. There's quite a lot going on. Listen to Seed Hemo. No idea what you're saying, mate. No idea. Sorry, mate. Sorry, no idea. Apologies. But yeah, so there's quite a lot coming. It'll be quite decent. I bought a saw because I've got 2 bikes coming, and the shittest car you've ever seen in your life. Because it's really shit. I bought it. It's actually a bit of fun. Maybe I'll buy a boat next. Beer, bikes, boats and boots. Maybe. Don't know. Don't know. What do you reckon, Boo? You're the boatman, mate. F said 6. Yeah. It's always the same, mate. I'm quite lucky. Like our lass is decent. Like she just lets me do what I want. To be honest with you. She doesn't like. I'll do it anyways. But yeah. So there's quite a bit coming to the channel, which is going to be quite interesting, I think. But yeah, there's quite a bit going on. The next big evolution really is going to be moving the shed round. I think that's going to work, you know. I'm going to measure up tomorrow, but I reckon if I take all this off, unscrew the back panels, I reckon I can just lift that and move it to here, take that off, and it should fit just under there, where that screen is. Because that's a touchscreen computer. I bought it to be a jukebox, and it just never transpired. Yeah, they do cost what I do. I don't know, I fancy something, you know. I'd be quite cool to go and do a video and it's like sat there, just gonna go down the boat, love. It's the mooring fees that absolutely nail you. What's yours like? Yours must be quite expensive down in Southampton. I haven't got any. I don't actually have any decent beer, I don't think. Favourite days. Probably. I've put my fucking bottle up now again. I have a habit of doing this. I put the bottle up and down, so I'm like, fuck, I've put it. I need to anyways. Yeah, we need to do a beer restock, like, I think. Because I got in a huff with PD dinner, so I might odds. I don't know. Because I got in such a huff with them. I don't understand how it takes 3 weeks to deliver a keg. Like, how? How is that even possible? 3 weeks? You know what I mean? 3 weeks to deliver a cake. Like, it's not fucking hard, is it? But do you know what pissed me off even more? Little one is not nice, Marina, but few hundred. Alright, that's not too bad then. I reckon that'd be quite cool. Beer, bikes, boats and boost. I could be a captain. That'd be mint, wouldn't it? I'd be a captain. That'd be awesome. Captain Chris. I reckon that's got a lovely ring to it. Is it? I don't know. Was it really? Like, boo, it took me 3 weeks, mate, to get this fucking cake. 3 weeks. And do you know what, like, I don't mind, like, if it's delayed, like, okay, happy with that. It happened. It happened. It's not like it's the end of the world, is it? But what really wound me up was obviously you can track it, can't you? So like my local depot was Perth. And Perth were like, oh, it's not us. And I'm like, I can clearly see that on the app it says my beer's there. And he was like, oh no, it's not here, it's not here. I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. So I ended up just kicking off and getting a refund basically. And then I got a refund. Yeah, that's what I might do, mate. I think once I've done these 2 bikes I've got just bought one. I've got another one coming tomorrow. I'm going to collect one tomorrow. I might be in a position to do that. The issue is the storage place, mate. That's the issue. I don't really want to put it in the water because obviously you've got. I'm just trying to find my remote for my Fire Stick's just being here. Hang on. I don't want to. I don't really want to put one in the water because obviously the hassle of it. But I reckon that it'd be decent. It'd be decent for content, I reckon. Chris does up a bowl, so I haven't got a fucking clue about bowls. Ironically, I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. But yeah, no, I reckon it'll be it'll be decent, like. But yeah, mate, you should see the video I've got coming. I've bought the shittest car I could find. Can I sell it and make a profit? Is the question. It's hard doing this like type of content, but I like it because I like being able to like. It's nice just doing like something. You're not waiting for. You're not waiting for like perfect. Because obviously you rely like for a beer channel, the big videos are obviously like when the kegs get released, and if you don't release it for fucking ever, your videos are shite because you're doing stuff like cans and you might get 100 views. It's just not fucking worth it. And then the other thing that used to fucking wind me up was so I'm trying to type on the telly. Was like I'd buy a beer, right? And I'm like, oh, I quite fancy that. And then you're like, oh, but I bought it to review. And then you're like, do I get the camera out? Do I just fucking drink it? And I just end up drinking it because I'm lazy. Lazy as fuck. I need to buy a better telly. I can't even find my own stream. How shit is that? Nah, so like, I like. It's just annoying, you know what I mean? So guys, if all of yous, all 90, whole 90s, if you're not subscribed, smash the subscribe button, please. That'll really help. We'll get to over. I don't even know what we're up to. I think like 138. I think 238, 2030. I don't fucking know. beer bikes, and oh my god, space, Chris, and this is a fucking long fucking channel. Boost. Oh, that would have been a decent channel. Beer bikes and beards. Damn. Oh, it's family, I think. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I think that it would be decent if we could get like I said, I've got a proper decent one coming up. Proper decent bike coming up, and I think it'll be decent. But like, maybe if we went for, I don't know whether to try a boat. You've got me thinking now, but I've just dropped on these two bikes £2.5 grand. So the missus will batter me if I buy any more. Is she even watching? No. So like in the last 12 months we bought another house. I've started doing it. She's gonna kill me, mate. She's had a new car. You know what I mean? I best not. I best behave. Till I get bored. Or I get pissed and go on Facebook and end up fucking buying something wrong with it. That's how I end up with all these bikes. Nah, you're right, mate. You're right. I think once I've done the next two bikes, which I think it's going to take me a while, I think. So the one I've just bought is going to take a while. Like, I don't know if it's like, there's doing what you want and then there's doing what you want. You know what I mean? When she's like privileges removed, you're like, well, I'll behave. You know what I mean? How's it going? London's Frost, how's it going? But I'm good, mate. Chicken? I bet. Fuck. Jesus. Get stalks like baby reindeer all over again. Woo. Freaky shit. No, I'm good, mate. Thank you. Very good. But yeah, I just think yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's nice just doing something different. It is like, I don't know. I love hauling similar bits, but I can't keep fucking. You know what I mean? You buy it. It was a so like in Scotland you do, but you don't. So I went to I was down in England. I was down in Preston, and I went to a Morrison's, and there was so much beer choice. I was like a kid in the sweet shop, and I bought all these beers, and then I was like, "Fuck, do I?" And I was like, "Oh," and you just want to drink them. You don't want to mess around. Oh, I'll get the camera out, and fuck that, I can't be arsed. I'm too lazy. In hindsight, I am a lazy man. I am. But like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I am a lazy man, but I just couldn't be bothered. Could not be bothered to just. I ended up drinking them. I spent 25 quid on fucking cans, and they just didn't stop them. And I'm looking at them like, yeah, I can. I don't know if they waste time, but I think if you want to base your channel totally around it, then that's fine. But it's like, you buy a beer and like it's difficult. So like you buy like a nice beer, right? And then do you really want to spend £4.50 on a can talking to a camera, or do you want to spend £4.50 on a can enjoying it? I am very much the second one. bit of telly, talk to the missus, drink a nice beer. You know what I mean, that's the way I roll. I can't do it. I will do. I'll continue to do it when the decent kegs. I will, but at the moment it's, you never see my big ding dong with fucking Perfect Draft. To be fair to them, I've just knocked some off. I don't know what I'm talking. To be fair, I did get an apology. I did, to be fair, but it's just the fact that it just wound me up. I think it don't take a lot to wind me up, to be fair, but it just wound me up. So yeah, we divert. So yeah, decent bikes coming. It'll be good. So yeah, if you're here, if you're new, give us a big thumbs up. Really helps. Consider subscribing. Again, massively helps. And that's really repeating on me. Have you tried this, Boo? Get yourself on Amazon, mate. Try that 1936. Like, so it's good, like it's good. I bought it because of my old job, but yeah, it's all right, mate. I don't mind it. I've not reviewed it. Simo's, it's from Switzerland. Simo's done a review on it. It's just nice. I'm waiting for if you go on Amazon, mate, it's just called 1936. It's from Switzerland. It's just nice. It's 4.7%, but it's just nice. It's just like it's just a nice beer. You've got like, it's just a nice, easy drinking beer. I think it's like, it's not overly expensive, like 14, 15 quid for 6, 8 maybe, but it's worth it. It's nice. It's just something different, you know what I mean? But yeah, I need to stock the beer fridge up, to be fair. It's looking a bit, the bottom 2 shelves are full of fizzy water. Ugh, what's all that about? No, but things have changed. I've changed a lot of the beer reviews. But yeah, so there's a big change to the channel. Do you know what another thing was? That's where I was like with the old beer reviews. So I bought, the Camden did the Arch. Because I've got a can of it there. They did the Arch 55. Like, so I love a Hell's and I love an unfiltered. So when Camden did the unfiltered Hell's, that was game changing. Like, I know Paul was like, oh, I don't like it, but it was because it had taste. Decent. It's honestly, Boo, it's good, mate. I promise you, it's really good. I wouldn't lie to you. It's genuinely good. But definitely drop me a DM on Facebook or Instagram or whatever we talk on sometimes. But yeah, it's good, mate. Let me know what you think. But it's not overly strong. It's 4.7, so it's all right. It's not strong. Yeah, but Camden did that Arch 55 line, and I love a Hell's. I love an unfiltered. It's like Stella Unfiltered. So I bought a couple. Like, so I've had a few. And I'm not overly blown over by them, to be honest with you. It doesn't like rock my boat, doesn't rock my world. They're all right. I did. What did I get? I got a couple of them. What did I get? Bloody hell! I got their Hells. I got. It's called Donkey. Agadoo. So obviously it was Paul. We just spot Paul. What else did I get? Halo maybe, and maybe another one. They were all right. It's not. It's. I think the king of hells, to be honest with you, is the Schneider's. Like, if I buy it, it doesn't last more than a day, 2 days maybe. If it's in the pump, it's just it's so nice. But it's quite a sweet beer. I've got quite a sweet tooth, so it's quite nice. And I quite enjoy it. So yeah, they're all right. They're not game changing. I don't like so that Agadoo, right, was good. It was nice. I'll be honest with you, like, so me and Simon both said to Paul, well, like, because when they were brewing it, it was like a pineapple, what was it, a pineapple Weizenbock. And me and Simon were like, that's quite a heavy beer. And it was a summer release. But I think the reason they got away with it is obviously they had Simon on board, and the fact that it was the pineapple. So I think that's how they got away with the citrusy. So they did all right. I know they're brewing another batch now. Yeah, I'll get some of this, see what it's like, see what happens. It's just, I'm not a massive Hackney Church fan. I'm not. I think that Paul plugs them. I think Paul's getting paid. He says he's not, but why would you keep plugging something? Anyway, that's my take on it, but we'll see what happens. But like I said, I want PD to bring the Hells, but Camden Hells, not Camden Hells, the Schneider's back, quite like that. But yeah, anyway, we digress. So what sort of boat do you reckon I should get them, Boom? So if we're going to get a boat for the channel, what should we get? We get a laser or something? Or a topper or something? I don't know. Or a dory, a little dory with a... I've got nowhere to put one, that's the problem. I can't get it in the garden. I'll be honest with you, the reason I've sort of swung back to motorbikes is I can get motorbikes in the garden. Like, I always used to work on cars on the front street. I've got a storage unit which is a confined yard, so that's decent, but I've not done a video down there. When I do the next bike, that'll be down there, because she's a big heavy bastard and I don't want to bring her home yet. And the miss is going to fucking kill me when the amount of parts turn up. I've not even got the cunt running yet. Yeah, that'd be decent. Yeah. But tomorrow will be good. I'm looking forward to do tomorrow's video. I'm actually excited about tomorrow's video. It's going to be a good laugh. Because it's a proper barn find. That's why I'm so excited about it. It's like, you could not get any more of a barn. So I went to, in fact, I'll share a story with you now. So I put a post up on Facebook in one of the project groups where, like, I'm in, and a guy messaged me and he said, oh, I've got this CBR 1000R, and I'm thinking, right. And he goes, yeah, it's 300 quid. I'm thinking, straight away I'm thinking pound signs. So he says, yeah, come and see it. This was a barn find. So I drove up to, it's like, yeah, I don't know. My cousin's right into his boats, but he's a bell end. So yeah, so I went up to look at this CB 1000R, right? Gets there, so I'm in the van. Vivian the Vivaro, and he goes, it's up a country lane. Is he fucking kidding me? Mate, it was like a fucking mud track. So he gets up this fucking lane. I gets there, beautiful house, fantastic fucking view, right? Stunning view. I was like, oh, that's quite nice. So he gets there, and I was like, right. And he comes out, he's an old boy, you know what I mean? He's like, oh, come on, son, come and have a look at this bike. And I'm thinking, fucking, I haven't been called son for about 20 years, you know what I mean? So he goes, come and look at it. So he drags me down, and it's like 3 or 4 sheds down. This is, and I'm thinking, if I buy this, I've got to push this big bastard up there. This is a 1000cc bike. She's going to be heavy. So I'm thinking, fuck a duck. So he gets down there and he's like, there she is. And he stood like this. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, it's covered in bird shit. Covered in mull. I'm thinking, fucking hell. And so I gets on I'm looking at the deck and I think, I've got to get down and have a look under this, haven't I? So I gets down on the deck, looks under it. The back swim arm's got a hole like this size in it, and I'm thinking, so he's like, oh son, I'll tell you something. This bike, fresh oil filter. I'm like, all right, okay, when was that done? 20 years ago. I'm thinking, this hasn't run for 20 years. I'm like, fucking hell. He's like, panels are over there, son. And the boy must be about 65, 17. So I was like, oh. It's like, you know, you've got a humour him, so I went to look at these panels, comes back and I was like, I'm sorry, but it's just not for me. He goes, well, why? And I said, well, the back end's away, the back swing arm's away, there's a hole in it the size of me frigging a fucking baseball, the size of my head. It's fucking huge. Rusted to fuck. And he's like, well, that's easy changed. I'm thinking, fucking easy changed. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, yeah, dead easy changed that. I'm thinking, I've got a sauce one. I'm like, you can't weld it because it's fucked. And he's like, oh well, what about wiring, son? I'm like, fucking wiring. I'm like, so I went round the front, and like the loom, because the loom starts, so you get the battery box by the seat, and it runs around the left hand side of the engine, and I'm like peering in. I'm like, what fucking loom? Some fucking mouse is off, whatever. It's chewed through the back. I'm thinking, it's too much for me, mate. I'm sorry, but it's too much, too far gone. And he's like, a shame, I'd have done it for 200 quid. I'm like, I said, it cost you 200 quid to get the fucking thing ditched. It's fucked. Bless him, but that's what you get when you go for a barn find. So I found this really nice, and I nearly keep saying what it is. Really nice bike, it's a Yamaha. And I've got to collect it tomorrow, so I'm quite excited. I think it'll be quite good. But yeah, Boo, I think a boat might be on the radar once I've got rid of the fucking 5 bastard bikes I'm going to have. Don't tell the missus, she thinks I've got 3. Oh, fuck no, I'm going to have 6. I've got one down at the other house. She's going to kill me. Fuck, I hope she doesn't watch this. But yeah, so we'll, I think it'll be decent. I'm excited to make this video tomorrow. Like I say, we're up at Barnstormers doing a bit of barnstorming. But yeah, no, and I've got my eye on a 750. I've got my eye on a couple of 750s. That's your proper restoration projects. But I think the big one I want to spend a lot. The next one I'm going to do on the channel, it's. I really want to tell you what it is, but I can't because I want the video to go do well. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be interesting. It is gonna be interesting. It will. I'm gonna boo. I will. I think. I actually. I am. I'm genuinely. I'm like, what can I do different? And I've got. So boo. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna have 6 bikes. I've got a shitbox to fix and sell. So I've got quite a lot going on, and obviously I'm renovating a house as well. So, but yeah, but I reckon a boat would be decent, like a little speed boat. Get it on the channel. I need to. So if I can get the shitbox off the drive, and the missus like, in fact, I need something I can tow with. That's an issue in itself. I haven't got anything to tow with. So I've got Vivian the Vivaro. I could tow with that, but it's getting a bar put on her, and I want to sell that as well. I only buy stuff I'm going to sell. I'm terrible, fucking terrible. Yeah, Vivian the Vivaro. She's decent, mate. It's not actually a shitbox. I bought it from. I actually bought Vivian from the car auctions. Oh, that was a bastard. That was like. So I bought her. It was an MOT failure. and it was stupid stuff like bottom ball joints, CV boot, brake lines, and pads, I think. So I was like, oh, that's fucking easy, that, isn't it? So I fucking did all that work. Took it up for its next MOT. Fucking failed again. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? What's it failed on now? So it failed on the spring, so I did that. I did spring discs and the leaking brake line. And the leaking brake line was my fault. I hadn't tightened up properly. But the garage wanted, and I couldn't believe this, they wanted £700 to do the work for it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I brought it back. The leaking brake line was literally, so it was on the caliper, so it went, that was that done. Changed the discs, pads, that was like 200 quid. And the springs. So for all the parts it was 200 quid. And now it's 700 quid to do it. And doing the springs was a fucking dog. It was just a matter of undoing the rear, like, so on a Varo. So it's Varo, Traffic and Prime Star. Don't talk to me about them, I had one of them, the engine went. But a Prime Star, it's literally, so what holds the back axle on is 2 front bolts and a carrier. And then what holds it up is 2 shocks. So buzz the shock off, and then in the individual, is it? I can't remember. I can't remember if it's individual arm. No, it's not. It's one axle. So you can drop it. And if you get one of the old scissor jacks, fucking crank that bastard. Separates it off. Spring falls out. New spring goes in. Shut it up. Put your other jack underneath it. Jack it up. Bolt in. It's like an hour job. And they wanted £700. Are you fucking kidding me? Honestly, it was a fucking piss take. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. Absolutely not doing it. Utter joke. So I spent 3 hours, 4 hours doing it all. It was done. So I think I paid like, what did I pay for Vivian? All in's about 1,500 quid. Excuse me. 2013 van. Vivaro long wheelbase, decent. 1,500 quid. It's probably worth about 2.5, 3. So, yeah, mate. So yeah. So when she goes, she'll be a tidy profit. So we've done alright with Vivian. But I love driving her. She's brilliant. She's a good old girl. 2013, she's done 68,000 miles now. She's just a good old girl, you know what I mean? She doesn't make, never let you down. We're going tomorrow to collect this bike. Yeah, good old Viv. Good old Viv. So when Viv goes, it'll be on to something else, I think. But good old Viv. We're having a beer shortage here, chip peeps. Oh dear. The issue with doing this is I bought stuff from you, but fuck it. Peroni, Red Label. Love one of these, and we are going to call it an evening, I think. Hopefully dinner will be ready. So yeah, I think all in all, stuff planned with the channel is going to be decent. So yeah, it's getting fucking cold out here, I'm not going to lie. You can do, mate. I made a few quid. It's not really for making money. It's more for like just content, like fucking money pits, mate. Fucking money pits. But if you get them at the right price, I mean, so like the one I've got tomorrow is a decent price. The one I've just bought is a fucking phenomenal. It's a phenomenal price for what it is. It's going to take a few quid to get going. But worst comes to the worst, right? Like you just put it on eBay and you'll get your money back. if you get your money back, you're not bothered. Like, what have I spent on that? I bought a rod, bought a manifold so I can get it started, so I've got the back pressure. So at the moment I've spent, what, 120 quid. You know what I mean? And the bike itself, like the engine's £2,500. I'm quite happy to break it if I need to. The engine's £2,500. And as long as the engine's good, you made your money back. And then you've got the wheels, the seat, the fairings. Fairing set on it's what? 200 quid? Full fairing set. So yeah, it's you know, worst comes to worst, I break it. Worst case. Break it, put it on eBay, scrap the rest. But the frame's good, you know what I mean? I don't want to break it because it's such a nice bike, and it really is. The 125, so the Keyway I paid 190 quid for. I can't source the fairings, I can't get them. So that's up for sale for 600 quid. Well, 700 quid, I'll get 6 for it. The YBR, I paid trying to think. It's about 700 quid for it. That's probably £1,000. There's not a lot in that one because I bought it from eBay, and then because of where they're based, it's like 200 quid to get delivered. So there's not a lot in that one, but it was more for the experience, which I think is the important bit. Yeah, the money's in like the money's in car. Like, if you can get stuff from auction, I've got an auction account, but if you can get stuff for auction that's worth it, then there's money in the auction. There always has been. As much as someone says, oh, you know, I'm buying a car from auction, but there's money, mate. There's always money to be made. It's just finding it. I mean, it's always money to be made. You can always guarantee you'll make money in property, cars and bikes. It's a fucking given. Property, cars, bikes, and like forces, niff-naff. There's money in that as well. But yeah, it's decent. You can make a few quid. But it's been decent. Right, I think what we're going to do is... Oh, I'll be back. I am going to say good evening, and thank you for watching. We've had an hour, we've done a power hour, and that's making me cough. Which is what I like to do. So I'm going to say good evening to everyone. I'm going to go and spend the rest of the time with Mrs. I implore you to go and do that as well. So guys, thank you for watching, taking part in the power hour. It's not even a power hour, it's been a power chat really, but it's been nice. It's been nice to come on and talk to you all. And yeah, Boo, let me know what you think about beer tomorrow, mate. If you're Amazon, it'd be glad. Six Nations tomorrow. Is it? What are we on? Yeah, Six Nations game tomorrow, mate. So yeah, I might be on for a chat. Guys, thank you. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And as always, with every stuffing I do, peace out. Catch you next one.